Hey guys, Jonathan here and welcome back to a fresh episode of the best tech under 15. Now finding gadgets and accessories, or at the very least good ones under 15 bucks, is a bit of a challenge, but after searching and scouring the interwebs, these are some good ones. So first up is a magnetic lightning cable from SmartRhino, and if you're familiar with how MagSafe works on a MacBook charger, that is bringing that functionality to your phone. In this case, I am showcasing the iPhone version, but there also is a comparable micro USB version, which I will also link below. So how it works is there's a small tip that you insert into your phone, and this is meant to stay there. Now normally yanking the cable out of your phone is not something you want to do, but in this case it just pops right off. A couple cool things with this is that it's not just for power and for charging, but it also supports data transfer as well. There's a pretty cool LED light towards the bottom to let you know the cable is active, and most importantly, it functions as advertised. It did scare me a bit to test this out with a non-magnetic cable, but for science I did, and it was nowhere near as pretty. The only downside is it's not going to work with your existing cables, and if you lose that piece, you're kind of out of luck. But the fact that it's not crazy expensive, and more than anything, it works extremely well, I would totally pick one up. Now keeping the magnetic accessory train rolling, next up is the Clube cable keeper, which is also extremely useful. These come in packs of 3 in small and large, these being large, which do work with bigger, bulkier cables like this. But for reference, here is how it will work with a pair of earbuds, and if you look closely, there's a little insert where you put the headphone jack in, and what that's going to do is ensure you don't lose the little guy because it is really tiny. Clearly the large set is not ideal for earbuds, so if you're looking to use these for that specific reason, I would definitely grab the small. But in my case, where I'm using them for a longer, bulkier cable, or in this case an SSD, the large set works fantastic. I've messed with cable ties before and really haven't found one that I've liked, but I think what separates this is how easy it is to use because of the magnets. Following that, next up is the Alki Mini 5000 mAh external battery. Yes, there are a ton of external battery banks out there, but this one stood out to me for a couple reasons. 1, it's extremely compact. 2, the price to battery capacity is killer. This is 10 bucks right now, and usually lipstick style chargers this size are anywhere from 15 to 3000 mAh, but this one smashes those. And finally 3, they come in some damn cool color options, 6 of them total, and you can see the blue here really pops. Now because I know someone out there is going to ask, the blue USB cable that I'm using with the charger is from Anker, and this is the answer for those of you out there who have dealt with this. So drop a like if you're tired of Apple lightning cables exploding if you look at them the wrong way, because the idea with this one here from Anker is not only is it extra long at 10 feet, but it's super high quality using Kevlar fiber, which makes it much more resistant to everyday wear and tear. Now just like the magnetic lightning cable earlier, this does also come in a micro USB variant, and that of course will also be linked down below. Now when it comes to earpods, I must be one of the few people out there where they actually fit very well, because I hear a ton of people say they fall out, and if that happens to be you, last up is a $10 fix called ear hooks. So with this, you actually get 2 pairs, small and large, to accommodate different ear sizes. And how they work is extremely simple. You slide these onto your ear pods, and then from there they kind of hook into your ears, allowing for a much more secure fit. Now most of you may know Austin Evans for extreme sitting, but in this case he's putting the ear hooks through his patented headcock test, and as you can see, it passed that test with flying colors. So maybe you like how earpods sound but not how they fit. This is a pretty solid, inexpensive solution to fix that without having to buy entirely new earbuds. On top of that, if you're active or you use your earpods at the gym, these are almost a must buy. But aside from that, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more tech under 15, check out the link below or the card here. And lastly, before I hop out of here, I want to give a huge shout out to Braintree Payments for making today's video possible. They are a killer choice for app payments, and their v3.0 SDK gives you one ridiculously simple payment integration that supports Android Pay, PayPal, Bitcoin, Apple Pay, and more. It's ready for Android, iOS, JavaScript, and works in over 40 countries and 130 currencies. It's simple, it's secure, and you can check it out below at braintreepayments.com/techfist.